Today we are putting air suspension on my truck because I like to haul stuff that's way too heavy for what this thing is rated for. I've now made the springs go from this to this. That's not supposed to happen. So we're gonna put some airbags in there, jack that back up so that I can lift heavy stuff, carry that around, bring the pigs to market. So we are gonna be using Enthuze. Inside the box, what do we get? We get the installation manual. First thing you do, throw it away. One bag, two bags. Paper, so now you can start a fire when you go to burn down your house because you saw a spider in it. Air lines, so the way this guy works, here, I've done this like 100 times. This air line screws in there, and then you run this all the way to somewhere here, or some guys run it in their bumper, some guys run it in the cab under the seat, somewhere where this is just a regular old tire Schrader valve, and you fill them up, and then you let air out, and it's pretty simple, easy as that. This is the thing that cuts stuff. Lots of brackets. These are all just tons of brackety brackets, more brackets. It's actually a pretty decent kit. This stuff is nice and thick, and it's all powder coated. Look how thick that is. That's a good 1/4 inch. That's good. That's what I like. More brackets, more brackets. Mounting hardware. Hose clamps. What are hose clamps for? I don't have any hoses. Why do I have hose clamps? All your bolts, everything you need. U-bolts to bolt stuff on to use. I guess we'll look at the instructions and we'll find out what this stuff is for. Same thing in this box. Oh, no, I'm sorry, different stuff in this box. These are hats. What do you think? Am I more attractive now, ladies? This is like the plates that goes on top of there. Oh, my favorite part, zip ties. In all seriousness, if you are a person that has never done this and you do need instructions to tell you kind of what to do, the instructions on this are pretty good. It's got color pictures in the whole thing. Step-by-step process of how to do it all. It describes it very well. I've seen some pretty not good installation manuals, whatever you call it. This one's pretty good. I've looked through it on your behalf, and I can tell you, they've done a good job. Okay, first thing that we do is we put all of this stuff together. We'll assemble it here on the tailgate. We've got a nice workbench, and then we can put it in the truck. Okay, we got these bad boys assembled now, so jack up the truck and let's go have a look underneath there and see what we can see all in the truck. We go where to put all the bolts and take out other stuff and make it all work. Let's do that. Okay, we are in the wheel well. We gotta figure out how to put this part into this part. This right here. That guy. That's called a jounce bumper. It's like a soft spring for when this thing goes all the way up because you got so much weight in the box pushing it down.
Bruh.
And then this is like, it's a stopper there. It's not as squishy as a spring. So technically you have 2 springs in your truck. I mean, technically you have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this has to come out so that we can put this guy goes directly in that way. Let's do that. Hot tip to the guys that do all the undercoating stuff on your frame. If you live in a place where vehicles rust, bad idea. Let me show you why. This was done by the previous owner, not me. What happens is it starts to rust underneath that stuff. Like here, see here? So you have all this, you start peeling it off. Oh look, it's all rusty underneath. Over here, it's all rusty underneath. And it doesn't even adhere, it doesn't stay on. So what actually happens is you spray this stuff on there and you're like, ah yes, that looks nice. This is rust protection. Nope, it's rust. Keep it in your frame and let it accentuate. It's not an inhibitor. It literally just holds the cancer inside your frame and it rusts out faster. So maybe it's good in areas that you don't have rust at all, like Arizona, maybe it's fine there. But you do it in Canada, I don't see the benefit of this. I literally think it's worse. Some kits don't come with this. I've seen it before, but this kit comes with this. So this guy, you thread onto the tip of your bolt like so. Like that, see? Now it dangles on there. Now, what you can do, watch this. There's a hole right here. That hole in there, it's hard to get your fingers in there to get the bolt down in there. So, you have this guy, and just pull it, look. Ta-da! It's in there. Look at that. Then you just line it up with the hole, and away you go. It's real good. That's a nice tool to have. I like that tool. Okay, so I got everything installed here. So down here, you can see, we got these brackets in here. There's one on that side. There's one on this side. Right in here. Now, what I did have to do with my brake line, grabbed it, yanked it that way a little bit because it was touching, and I just don't want it touching. You'll have to excuse my super noisy creeper. This thing. All right, we're here under the vehicle. Look at that. We have the bags installed. So now what we gotta do, we gotta put these airlines on there. So the plan that I have for that, you can put them anywhere on the truck. What I have found to be the best, put them right here. Cut this line, run that along the frame, and then just drill 2 holes here, 1 for each side, mount them there, and then whenever you're hauling the load, hook up the trailer, all that stuff, and then you just as long as you got an air compressor or air available, you fill them up and you can deflate it when you're done. Then you have full customizable adjustability. This kit comes with this this cutter. I've measured from the one airbag on the one side, it's this long. You're gonna have one side that's longer than the other from the frame, and then you go in, but this one only has to go here, this one has to go across and then here, because you're mounting them offset. So one side is gonna be longer than the other side. It's nice that this thing comes with this tool. So this cuts it off nice and square. It's got quick connects for the airbags when you stick the line on there. So this thing allows you to cut it squarely. If you're trying to like cut it off with a pair of side cutters, you don't get a clean cut and it might not seal, and then you're gonna have issues. Put that on where you want. There you go. This guy is now cut off and we can install it. Real good at measuring. Get your hand in there somehow. That works right there. One, we gotta stick a tongue on that spot. Up there. Now the other thing is, I hope I put the red size drill bit in there. Let's find out. Tiny bit too small. But it's plastic, so. Ta-da! That was fun. Yeah, that's why you should wear safety glasses sometimes. I used to think safety glasses were dumb, and then you live enough of your life and getting crap in your face, and you're like, you know, they just make sense. Airlines are all installed. Let's fill it up. Wow, there's air in there. The other side, you see what it looks like without air in there. You go, wow, there's no air in there. Let's put air in that one. Now all I gotta do is just figure out how much air goes in there depending on how much weight I have on my trailer. Okay, now that we have everything installed, I'm curious how much ride height I'm gonna gain. So I'm gonna take this tape, I'm gonna put on my light here that I have. I'm gonna mark a tape with the bottom of with the inside of the wheel well. And then I'll inflate it and we'll see how much it goes up. We'll put another piece of tape on that light. And then we could just measure the difference and we'll see how much we got. Okay, let's fill it up and see how high it goes. All right, top of the tape. Oh, 2 1/8 inches. So I have 2-inch lift on here, basically. One head. Yep, that's sufficient for me. I'm happy with 1 head space of space. All right, stay tuned to the channel. We're gonna be doing more stuff like getting this thing running. This is a big engine in a tiny little truck. I don't know if you can tell, but the frame is this wide and the engine is this wide. That's not supposed to be in there. We're gonna get that thing finished and we're gonna rip it. It's gonna be sweet. I'm excited for that one too. There's all sorts of stuff going on. It's gonna be a fun summer. All the snow is melted today. It's hot, it's sunny. We're gonna go take our shirts off and we're gonna be happy rednecks. All right, see you later. Thanks for watching.